Good evening everyone, Ethan here. So tonight I'm going to be getting some more footage of my latest creation for Halloween of 2019 and for the 2019 fall season, the bumper car, which this will be its second year featured in my Halloween display. Last year it made its first introduction into my display. It was relatively plain. It had a skeleton propped in where the old seat used to be, as well as the rotating light on the front of it. This year, it's a little more complex than that. As for the lights you see on it, that's done for the year. There's not going to be any more lights added to it for this year. I think this looks good enough for this year. Anyway, going forward with this, I just want to show you guys how I kind of brought this bumper car back to life after it just sat around in junkyards and on one of my relatives' property for probably, this thing's about 50 to 60 years old, I'd say, at this point. Now, I made a video last night just simply showing the back end of the bumper car where the seat used to be, where you see all those lights blinking. But tonight, I finally finished the front. Now, the front only has two lights. I believe there was another piece of plastic colored, or maybe headlights where the front opening is. At least that's what I'd assume. I unfortunately do not have that part. Otherwise, I probably would have lit that up too. But for what it is and for Halloween, I think it looks really neat. Anyway, I'm just going to show you. Now, the front lights are orange, where all of the back lights, well, I should say all the plastic glass pieces are red on the back, and the two in the front are more of a lighter orange, like an old-fashioned orange. Now, if you see, the one here on the right side is blinking. Then here on the left side, I just have it on steady, on solid, which I think looks good too. Three of the rear ones are steady too, so that's not the only one. This is how it looks on the inside. These are all C7 light bulbs. I know it's very bright. I apologize for the poor camera view. So that's simply all I added were these C7s. I go down, you can see the two on the inside of it there. And there are the four on the back. The two on the ends are missing, they're not part of it. Those are the four red ones, the one blinking. One to the side blinking there. So basically that's all I had to do to light it up. I obviously was unfortunately not able to fix the original light bulbs that are probably 50 to 60 years old. I have the original lights, the original pieces for it, and there's no way I could have rewired them or reused them in any way. So I just simply tore out the old sockets, if you can kind of tell when you look through. I removed the plastic. The colored plastic was pretty much perfect yet. So I have a feeling maybe those were replaced at some time, that they might not even be the original plastic pieces anymore. And I just simply reattached the plastic to the outlet holes, and I placed the C7s at each spot. The C7 bulb could not fit all the way through because it would push the plastic back out, obviously. So I simply just have it kind of setting in, and C7s are, these probably are still double the brightness of what the original little lights would have been. So I probably would have wanted to change them anyway if I could have fixed the originals. So yes, it looks very scary for Halloween. Kind of like it's coming to life and there's like electricity in it. I might add a fog machine into it, or I might add, I doubt if I'll add a skeleton or any vampire people in it this year. This is kind of part of the radioactive theme. So I probably won't add anything like that into it, but maybe a fog machine. I won't add any more lights because it's bright enough, and I want people to really focus on the little lights on the sides and around the back. I mean, the inside looks cool because it's bright and it looks like the raw wires in that, and it looks neat. But really the little plastic pieces blinking and staying on steady. That's what I really hope people focus on. And we'll see how it goes. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you how I did this. The original pieces came off like nothing. Now for a newer bumper car that's maybe only 10 or 15 years old, even if it's still original, chances are those pieces, you can remove it in a way more formal way. You'll be able to unscrew them and that, where these just pretty much, they came off. I just kind of pried them a little bit with a screwdriver and the original pieces came out. All right, well, that's it for this evening. This is possibly my first favorite thing of this year, followed by the radioactive box I made. All right, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.